I actually don't know how to do this. I have to figure it out. So I'll be honest with you, I'm not really sure what to do right now. Hey guys, welcome back to HRG TV. My name is Ben, and today we have a 1999 Acty that I just bought. This is not just any Acty though. This is the Attack version that has the super low forward and reverse gears, so that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to testing this thing out to see what it'll do. But as always, these things all have the same problem. They set too low, and we're gonna fix that today with a 1.5-inch lift kit from HRG Offroad. That's my company, and that will fit all the way to 2009, 99 through 2009. That's the HA7s. If you have an HA4, which is a 90 to 98, we have kits for those as well, so go check them out at hrgoffroad.com. Now, if you're wondering what size tires will fit after the lift kit, we'll have that at the end of the video, so stick around for that. But I think with all that said, let's get right to it. Oh, almost. Now on these newer Actys, the strut mounts are actually underneath the dash, whereas the old one, they were kind of underneath the seat, which is a lot easier to reach. So this is a little bit more of a pain in the butt. I gotta tell you, I just bought this thing, and whoever drove it before me smoked a cigarette every mile this thing was on the road. It is foul. It smells like the inside of an ashtray. All right, should be able to get it with a battery ratchet. Just kind of get it loose and then. It's not quite long enough. Use a deep well on this side. It won't quite work with a standard socket, but there's not a lot of room to turn the ratchet in here either. What the hell, man? I can't get a swing on it because it's just, there's no room in here. If I could just get it broke loose. There it is. All right, now we can get our strut out. Just drop this, drop it out, and then get it out somehow. Let's get out the persuader. Slide this out. Oh, there we go. Okay. Definitely a little more difficult than the old one, but there you go. There's your 99 Honda Acty strut. All right, so I say this in every video. Left side is passenger side on JDM models. These spacers are offset to correct camber and caster, so when you lift these things, there's a little bit of suspension geometry change, and this accounts for that. So you have to mount these on the proper side or it won't work. So there's your left side spacer, and it's basically gonna mount in there just like this. And I'll go ahead and show you how this is supposed to be oriented, because it's not these three bolt holes being the same distance apart. There's 3 different ways you could mount it, but only one correct way. You've got this alignment pin on the back, and that fits into this slot. The front of the vehicle, the L should read like facing the front. We just do them all like that, makes it simple. But if you put it in crooked or any other way, your camber alignment and caster alignment is gonna be really messed up. So it's important to pay attention to that. Use the nuts that come with the kit. They're M10 hardware, grade 10.9, zinc coated. Same thread pitch as the factory hardware, so it makes it easy. If you mix them up, it doesn't really matter. You can use whichever one. All right, there you go. And just throw it right back in, like that. And then this will go in like this, hopefully. Yep. There we go. And make sure you line up that pin with the back there. There it goes. See how that sort of dropped in? This thing, dude. There it goes. All right, then just reinstall the factory hardware up top. I have to go by feel because I can't see a damn thing. There we go. Okay, sure torque that to 35 foot-pounds. All right, passenger side's done. Same process on the driver's side, although I will warn you it is a little bit more difficult because there is physically no room to get in there with a socket. It was very challenging, I was able to do it, but just be aware that it is a little more of a pain in the butt on the driver's side. Moving on to the back. All right, it is a new day and we're gonna start on the back. So we were going back and forth quite a bit on this video and totally forgot to record taking the bolts out of the rear shocks. So you'll need to take those out before you drop the rear axle to install the shackles. Eagle-eyed viewers will spot the lift blocks that are already installed on this Acty, and that's because we tried that first, and it turned out to be a very complicated and unnecessarily difficult installation to put those on. So we reverted back to simple shackles, far easier to install and just as effective. All right, as you might have guessed, we've already installed this as a test fit, so that's why it's marked up. Another thing too, the bolts that come with the kit are going to be a little different from this. This is just what we had sitting around in our bolt bin, but the final product will have a more appropriately sized bolt. 24mm nut, throw those on, 21mm wrench. Your shock extension, gonna go ahead and bolt that on using the hardware that came with the kit, just like this. And forgive me for this one being a little beat up. I've actually installed it once already and then dropped it on the floor a few times, so she's a little dinged up. Basically it goes right in place where the shock was before, and you're gonna use the original bolt to hold it in place like that. And then just tighten this up. There you go. All right guys, that pretty much wraps it up for the installation of the 1.5-inch lift kit on our 1999 Acty. And if you couldn't tell already, we've done a little bit bigger tire on this thing. So let's talk about that real quick. Now these are actually for a side-by-side. This is a 25-inch, 8-inch 12, which means it fits on a 12-inch wheel. And they don't really fit. I think this is sort of my eyes are, how's that saying go? My eyes are bigger than my stomach or something. I thought I could make them work, but they definitely still rub. So I don't recommend this particular size. I would probably go with anything smaller than that, 23 at the max, so you don't have to cut a bunch of stuff. So basically I'll put a bunch of sizes up on the screen right now for you guys so that you know what sizes are gonna fit without having to do a bunch of modifications. Anyway, this thing looks amazing like it is, and check out the approach angle on this thing. It's almost 90 degrees. Amazing. Now as far as ground clearance after the lift kit and these tires, it's over 11 inches of ground clearance, or 280 millimeters if you live elsewhere than the USA. Now as always, you definitely need to get a wheel alignment after the lift kit. I mean, everything's in a little bit different place. Now the rear is just a solid axle, so there's not much to do there, but you will have to get the toe adjusted in the front. Obviously, wheel alignment is gonna affect your tire wear, and it's gonna also affect fuel mileage, so definitely get that done. Now, one more thing I will say is that personally for me, since this is my truck, I don't think the lift is high enough. So stay tuned, we're gonna have a whole nother video with a 4-inch lift kit for your Honda Acty. So with all that said, guys, I appreciate you watching all the way to the end, and I'll see you in the next video. It's cool that the Acty comes with its own step ladder. There we go.